we are joined by Dr. Sergei Dvoryanov, Director of Communications of Brick Culture Media Forum in Moscow. Dr. Dvoryanov, I wanted to come to you first, and I was wondering what makes the area of Shevchenko such an important location in the Donetsk region?
Good evening, Namaste, Namaskar. Thank you for your question. Of course, right now we can see that the movement of Russian army in the eastern part of Ukraine is very fast because of some not logic policy of Mr. Zelensky. And we can see that during this time before inauguration of Donald Trump, Mr. Zelensky, he wants to achieve some publicity that he is doing well during the war. But Ukraine army lost the spirit of win, and war is always strategy. The biggest price which we should pay in our life is the price for the win in the war, in the battlefield. That's why if we are coming to the good example of Vedas and Mahabharata, we can see even Pandavas, they was win in the battlefield Kurukshetra. But for example, famous Saint Draupadi, she lost all her children, and her favorite son from Arjuna, Abhimanyu, was killed very badly and aggressively. That's why war is always tragedy and disaster. And I'm searching your news, I can see that a lot of report about Kumbh Mela in India. We should collect all scientist people, we should collect all spiritual leaders, we should collect all decision makers in Kumbh Mela and pray for peace. That is only one decision. And regarding your question of that strategic point, of course, is an achievement, but it's we can predict that our movement in that part of Ukraine will be faster and faster.
Dr. Sergei, I wanted to move to the other development today, which is the Shadow Fleet tanker that's stuck in the Baltic Sea. Does this indicate broader issues in Russia's maritime operations? And what should Russia do to address the environmental risks of this?
You cannot win in the war without loss. And of course, Ukraine try the level best to find any tricky way to make some loss to Russian army. But basically, everybody understands in Europe, in America, in Ukraine itself, everybody understands that no way to stop military our army, because our mission is a spiritual mission. We want just only to support population of eastern part of Ukraine, which already joined to Russia. It was choice of the nation, and it was already written in our constitution of Russian Federation. And of course, sometimes we have some disaster, some loss, but it will not transform our spirit of win. And right now, all Russian nation sacrifice ourselves. We want this win very much because we are, during all history, we're a nation of winners. Second war, you can see that Russia gave support to all Europe to defeat Nazism. Right now, this Nazism, unfortunately, was reborn again in Ukraine. That is a big paradox, historical paradox. And right now, Mr. Zelensky will be in future in history like a disaster maker, the most shameless personality during the history of Ukraine. And of course, we are feeling pain right now. And but I'm completely optimistic, and I can see that future, because of the peacemaking role of current President Donald Trump, President of America, will definitely solve all this problem, and I believe this year will be year of peace.
Thank you very much.